Every week on AFTV Picks, we give away £1,000. And all you've got to do is enter our free-to-play competition and go head-to-head with me, win it, and this could be yours. Get involved right now, click the link in the description, and you can play, and it's absolutely free. All you have to do is be over 18 and have some decent football knowledge. So what are you waiting for? Get involved now and you could win yourself £1,000. Hi, and welcome along to AFTV. We are here for the watch along. Sorry, we're slightly late. It was Kelechi's fault.
UFC champion of the world!
Mind that belt here, watch that belt here.
Bro, easy we need to
That
be.
belt cost
I just hire light heavyweight and middleweight, I think.
Listen,
or
easy.
You don't even know.
all the weight champion of the world. Easy, my
But
guy.
anyway, we are not looking forward. This is not about the UFC tonight.
Yes,
although he's back in his Nigerian Adesanya in the final. This is about, of course, the big game today, which is Arsenal going to Turf Moor to take on Burnley. Always a tough place to go to. Had a decent record there recently, but never easily. Never easy.
First of all, I'm not happy, really. I think I'm looking for a transfer. You know, this Don Robbie show, you get champagne, beers, food, all right, more in here, not even a coffee, no food, no nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing, I'm looking for a transfer. I want to be on the Don Robbie,
I can't trust you lot with beer, that's right. And I can't trust you lot with no champagne or nothing like that, because you know what I mean, you lot will be half cup before the show even starts. Right?
Oh, popcorn.
And popcorn, Ty would eat all of it, so you know. But it's going to be tough today.
Listen, I think it's always a tough game here. Not normally a lot of goals. I thought last year was a 0-0 and it was tough. I think the last couple we've won there, I think, have been last minute goals, haven't they?
Yeah.
So it's been a tough place to go. Physically, they're a strong side, and I'll tell you what, I've got a lot of admiration for Sean Dyche and what he does for Burnley. You know, for what he does. So I think it'd be a tough game. In saying that, the hope kills you, because after the last two games, I do feel we will win today. So you know, hopefully we get the 3 points.
Yeah, I'm going to you, Pippa. This is a bit strange because normally I was doing a interview on a Burnley channel earlier, and I was saying that normally when we go to play them, or when we go to play a lot of those teams sort of lower down, a lot of times Arsenal have had a game during the week, is Europa League or whatever, but we haven't. We've had a complete week off. Burnley actually had a game during the week. Get a tough game against Leicester. It was at home, but it was against Leicester. Does that mean that we should go into the game the fresher? We've had a whole week to chill out.
You should think so. I mean, we said that last week as well. That's why we should have played our strongest squad, because we've got a long break. We go up against Burnley next week, but they're not an easy side to beat. I'm sure they beat us 1-0 this season. So,
they beat us at the Emirates. Aubameyang own goal.
So it's not an easy game, but we've got fresher legs. In my opinion, we've got a better squad. But you mentioned that when we go to lower league teams in the table, there's normally a bigger point gap between us, and there's not that much this season. So we can't really give that type of optimism. But I'm hoping for a win. Yeah,
Kelechi. Obviously, when we played them earlier in the season, they beat us 1-0. And you went to that game, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. That was one of the games with what was it, 2,500, right? And they beat us, the Aubameyang own goal. But it's a different Arsenal at the moment, isn't it, to what played them at that time? You know, what do you think?
Yes, it's an Arsenal in form, decent form. You know, an Arsenal that players are not tying this handband. You understand? Have it to do. But there's something inside the band that is helping us to win. And like I said, has it, Pepe has it, and they're scoring. Me, self, I'm having it. You see, we're going to win this game. That's as simple as that. Whether the Burnley atmosphere, you know, it's not easy to go there most times. You know, the atmosphere, the wind in north of England and everything. I'm not blaming wind like.
Ty, it's not like Ty.
Please, I'm not
I was thinking it's that chair.
Please. But I mean, it's not an easy place to go. But I believe that we are in form and we are playing well, and we're going to win.
Okay. Buster, by the way, says we'll probably return back to. He said thoughts on Lacazette contract extension versus paying 30 million for a Championship's top scorer. We'll revisit that. We're staying on this starting 11, Helen. Do you rest players? We've got that big game against Olympiacos
I think we can
on
definitely
Thursday.
rest players. Yeah.
Would you rest players, or do you think?
I would. If we rested them against Leicester, why would we not rest them against Burnley?
What sort of players would you be resting?
Saka again. Let him have one more game. It stays fresh and sharp for Olympiacos. He's
Tierney,
really
maybe?
good.
Or would you start
No,
Tierney?
I think Tierney can play because he's coming back from an injury, so he hasn't had the game time of Saka. And I wouldn't rest Tierney.
Okay.
He just makes our defence so much more solid, and he influences the game, and he gives us the balance. So I'd be concerned. Yeah.
Let's go to DT. We've got DT there.
Right, mate.
You're right. How's it going? What
Yeah,
about
it's
you?
right.
We did the podcast during the week, and you were talking about resting players, weren't you? You were saying that you feel we should rest players.
Only a couple of players. I think we should pretty much go with the team that we went with against Leicester. I think that the performance warrants a lot of those players an opportunity to play this game. And, we've got 3 games in the space of 7 days from Thursday that can ultimately define our season. And we're at that period now. Go out in the Europa League, season's over. Lose to Spurs, you feel like your season's over, despite whatever happens. So today's one of those games where we should win. We're in a better position now than when we played them before. They've had a match on Wednesday, tough game as well, and I was watching that game. And we should be quite fresh. We should be really, really ready for this game. It's probably the one week where we've wished that there was a game. Do you know what I mean? Off the back of, Benfica and Leicester and everything, everyone's spirits were high, and you're kind of like, I want another game. So, got to get the 3 points because, quietly go about our business. We're not far away from the top 6. That's the reality. Points-wise, we're not. And you name me one team, bar Manchester City, that's been consistent this season.
So you still
Nobody
think?
has. Everyone's
still thinking
been
top
consistently
6?
poor.
You still
Why
thinking
not?
top 6?
How many points? How many points are we off the top 6? 6 or 7 points, something like that.
That's a
we
lot.
go 3 points behind. Listen, we go 3 points behind Liverpool today if we win. Now, if you would have said to everyone at the start of the season, in March, you'd be 3 points behind Liverpool, we think we would be in a title race.
Liverpool at the top.
Yeah, Liverpool have had an absolutely calamitous, defence of their title, but nobody's like consistently putting a run together to cement European places. You win a game, lose a game. Everybody seems to be doing that. And you look at our remaining 8-9 fixtures of the season, bar Chelsea in there, we've got a very favourable run in. So if we can stay, within touching distance going into that period around April, then why not? It's about consistency. But yeah, we just quietly go about our business at the moment because we're massive outsiders.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to you in a second. We are going to get the team in a second. Don't forget, you can do your AFTV Picks, chance to win £1,000. The link's in the description. It's not too late.
I forgot again.
Yeah, you keep forgetting every week. You've still got time, right? It's up until kickoff, right? So just put your picks in. You've got 10 things to choose from. Last week, 3 people shared that £1,000. So get involved. Get involved right now. You've got to be over 18 though. So listen, the team should be out in a second. We'll go back to DT in a sec, and then I'll go around the guys. It seems like everybody seems to be cool with resting a couple of players by the sounds of it. I'm just refreshing my phone to see if the team's come up. It hasn't quite come up yet. But it seems like everyone's cool with that. Everyone's cool with refreshing. Saka's there. Somebody said to me that Leno hadn't travelled, so I'm not sure if you guys... I don't know if you guys heard that as well, but that was what I heard, that Leno hadn't travelled. Let me see. My phone doesn't seem to be refreshed. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we're 10 points off the top.
Did you hear that Leno hadn't travelled?
No, I didn't hear that.
Did you hear that? All right, no, it's just something that I heard that, it's one of the many rumours that you always get.
No, I haven't heard that actually.
When these games are building up, but I'm still refreshing my phone right now. I've got the Burnley team, which is Pope, Lowton, Tarkowski, me, Taylor, McNeil, Westwood, Brownhill, Goodmanson, Wood and Vidra. So 2 strikers they've gone with there, Wood and Vidra. And that Goodmanson's back in their team. He's been missing for a few weeks, so he's a decent little player, he is. So that's a pretty strong team for them. Still waiting on the Arsenal one. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of ones, but I'm just waiting for the official Because you see a lot of these unofficial ones and they get it wrong.
I've got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right, hold on, wait. Let me see if you got it. It should come up for me, hopefully, here. Have you got it official Arsenal?
Official Premier League, actually.
Official Premier League?
Yeah.
Arsenal getting very late on these things now, isn't it? In putting out their teams. All right, you know what? You give me the official.
Arsenal ain't put it up.
Give me the one that you've got, Premier League.
So in goal, Burn Leno. Defenders, Tierney, Chambers, Mari, and David Luiz.
Chambers?
Yeah.
Chambers is playing,
Is that right back he's playing?
I'm guessing so. Midfielders, Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Willian, Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, and up front, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
So Aubameyang starts as well. Have you got the bench?
The substitutes are Ceballos, El Neni, Matt Ryan, Lacazette, Pepe, Martinelli, Bellerin, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Rob Holding.
Okay.
So much for
where is
Cedric going in the squad?
No Cedric at all in the squad then?
No Cedric.
Is that an injury? That means that in that team, I'm going to go back to you, DT, first. That pairs Odegaard and Partey together. I don't think they've started together for a while. So, and that's a bit of a surprise that Callum Chambers.
Yeah.
And Chambers.
I think he'll be good.
Do you know the funny thing? When I questioned you in our last show, and I said Cedric or Bellerin to try and get an answer out of you, you jokingly said
Chambers.
Callum Chambers. Oh, Matt.
So what's
That's a bit of a Tierney's in though. Tierney's in.
Tierney's it. So what's the partnership at centre back is David Luiz and Pablo Mari.
Yeah.
I like that.
Which is a good partnership. I thought they might have saved that for Thursday. I thought they might have put Gabriel in from the start, but he's gone.
Do you know what? I think maybe Gabriel's fallen down the pecking order slightly. I think that Pablo Mari and his performances that he's been producing of late have been really, really good. He seems very, very calm and composed. I'm more relaxed when he's playing, where Gabriel does have some rash moments. And I think a lot of people forget as well that Gabriel's still young and he's still learning. So those moments will happen. And Pablo Mari's just a bit more experienced, but I'm happy with that. And what is it, Xhaka and Partey?
Yeah, the one for me though, no
Partey.
Pepe. Why no Pepe? I mean,
that's-
the guy played in the game, he's brilliant in the last game, unplayable, really, really played well. I know, listen, Saka's coming in, so it's not like, anything's weakening, but I would have liked to have seen Pepe. He really excited me in the last game.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this is a very strong team. I'm surprised at how strong. Let me run through it again. Let me run through it again, right? So we've got Leno in goal, Chambers, looks like he's going to be right back, David Luiz, Mari, and Tierney. Then a midfield of Partey, Xhaka, and Odegaard, Saka, Willian, and Aubameyang. So that's a very strong starting lineup. And then on the bench is Matt Ryan, Bellerin, Holding, Gabriel, El Neni, Ceballos, Pepe, Martinelli, and Lacazette. No Cedric at all. Maybe a little injury. Maybe a complete rest. But the only thing I just look at it and said, I would have liked to have seen Pepe in there. But it's strong. It's strong.
Yeah, look, Robbie, at the end of the day, we do need to put into context what we were trying to explain, which is the 3 games that we do have coming up.
That's
and I feel that Pepe's going to play an important role in those games at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe today's with Thursday in mind, because Pepe might start that game ahead of Willian. I think that it's a toss-up today who would have started between Pepe and Willian, because they were both as good as each other against Leicester. And when you bring in Saka into the team, it's not really a bad replacement, is it? Yeah. And I'm trying to look at it in a positive light, which is it's nice to actually sit here and have a selection headache in certain positions, to have a debate as to who goes here, where. For too many years we've been a club that you can pretty much pick our 1 to 11 because he's the best player, he goes here, he goes there. But now you're kind of like, yeah, I wish Pepe was playing, but Saka coming in is really good. If Willian goes out, and it's nice to have that kind of depth. And, our squad's not looking that bad. There's still lots to do at the end of the season, but that's another time and place. But, yeah, for the game, that's a strong enough lineup. Very strong.
Give me your prediction.
3-1.
3-1. All right, thanks, DT.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
I think that Thomas Partey is going to get man of the match. I think that he will get on the score sheet today because it's the Ghanaian Independence Day, so it's a big day for him. It's their 64th. Yes, I did research before.
He's gone back to school, this one.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I love that. He's doing homework.
Come on, man. Do you know what I mean? Hey, listen, but no, I just think that given the day,
Lockdown life,
it's Thomas Partey's day. Do you know what I mean?
You're bored.
You're going to see a.
You're bored in that lockdown, innit?
What?
Man did
You're
history
bored in that
lesson.
lockdown, innit? Reading up on Ghana.
Listen, I even know how to make jollof now.
He's lying.
Jack rice.
God.
He's trying to tomato rice.
DT, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, man knows how to make jollof. You know, I'm going to hold him to that as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold him to that. We're going to get, what we'll do, we'll get him, if we win the game, we're going to get DT to make some jollof.
Can you imagine?
We're going to get DT to make some jollof. And we're going to make, we won't say to him, make it and bring it in, because I know
He
I know
can
he'll
film
cheat.
himself making it.
No, he'll cheat.
No.
I know him. Right? We'll get him. We'll get him to make some jollof.
That's right.
Lee, you haven't said a lot right now. Happy with the team?
Yeah, I am. Again, you know.
Don't sound like it. Yeah.
No,
Is it the Pepe thing?
No, it's not a Pepe. I'd like to see Martinelli be playing these sort of games. I really do. That's my.
Who would you put him in for though?
Oh well, in place of Saka today, I wouldn't have played Saka today. I would have left Saka for the next 3 games.
Saka will probably play on the right though. It's Willian's
Yeah,
probably
well,
taking
I
his
would have
position.
played Willian on the right, Martinelli on the left today. I'd have left Saka out of this game and then played him Thursday, Thursday again. You know what I mean? Because the next 3 games, I don't care, are big games for us. You know, Olympiacos is a massive game, obviously, for where we want to be, but also next Sunday as well is a massive game as far as I'm concerned. So,
yeah, it's huge.
So, I would have liked to have seen that. A bit worried about Cedric coming in, because that means Bellerin's going to start the next 3 games. So,
Chambers.
but Cedric being injured, obviously playing Chambers today.
Is he injured or has he
injured
just
though?
been left out?
Well, no, I think he's probably got a little. He's been playing really well, hasn't he?
He's playing a lot of games though, hasn't he?
I think he's been playing too well. Because it means then. I reckon maybe he's even said to give him the wrong starting time. Said, you beat at the club at 8 o'clock and they've left at 7, you know what I mean? Because he's got to get Bellerin back in this side somehow, you know what I mean? So.
Helen, Aubameyang starting. Now, a chance for redemption. Remember, it was his own goal that cost us that game at the Emirates.
Good memory, Robbie. Good memory.
You surprised
I'm surprised
that
Lacazette's not
Lacazette. He looked sharp last week,
Very
Lacazette.
sharp, him and Pepe.
And I thought in a game like this, a physical game, up against a physical team, I was perfectly made for Lacazette, but
yeah, I agree.
surprised at that?
Very. Yeah, I am, if I'm honest, because of the whole physical element. They're normally big, their defence, hard to break down. Can he hold the ball up, Aubameyang? But we'll see what the game plan is.
I think he's playing because me and Traorski have not got pace. They're quite slow.
Yeah, but
Aubameyang's pace ain't what it used to be.
the thing is though, Kelechi, they'll sit deep though, won't they? That's what they'll do in the game. That's why I'm a bit.
So if they're sitting deep, why do you want Lacazette then? Lacazette drops deep to win the ball. So if they're sitting deep, you need someone that can.
No, but if they're
play
sitting
off the
deep,
ball, innit?
Where you're going to play the
deep,
ball
there's not a lot of space in behind,
Aubameyang.
isn't it? So maybe
the way
it's
he
made for
scored
more.
his 2 goals against Benfica.
So you're going to play the ball over
but they play more
into
of a high line,
space
then.
for him
That's
to
what
run
Saka
onto.
did. That's what Saka did.
Let's see, because there's games we haven't played like that when we've used Aubameyang. So that's why I'm saying it. It's not because I don't think he's a great striker.
No.
Yeah.
But I just think that for this kind of game, so it's a team that will sit deep. Lacazette actually drops deep to win the ball.
Yeah, but
so if the ball is going to be in front of them, why not play Aubameyang?
I feel we click better though with the passing tempo of our game with Lacazette there. For me, anyway, when I've...
Well, I just feel that Lacazette clicks better with a Smith Rowe. Give and go.
Is there any update on how long he's out for,
Odegaard
Smith Rowe?
Yeah, let's see though, because we haven't seen Odegaard there with
there isn't
Partey and how
yeah.
that's all going to pan out.
Do you know what I have a question about? I know it's not, everyone's going to be blown away by this, but if we're making that many changes, why not get Matt Ryan to run out? Because he's not going to play against Olympiacos.
Yeah,
he's not really going to play in the North London derby. When's he going to play this season?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, but then for me,
too many changes.
Too many, yeah, too many. Like, at that
goalkeeper's
point.
not one of those areas where you've got to keep chopping and
Yeah,
changing.
it's true.
It's just unfortunate.
But he's only played one
He's a
game,
number
though,
two.
isn't it?
Well, it is what
And that
it
was
is,
only
man.
because Leno was injured.
Keeper, innit? Keepers, you know, I think it's a little different when it comes to keepers. You know, because it's not like you...
Oh, ban, that's it. So yeah, the ban.
You know, remember you ain't got to run around, and, you know, you ain't sprinting and, you know what I mean, like where you get into the, what is it, they call the red zone and that as a goalkeeper.
That's right.
You don't get into the red zone as a goalkeeper, do you? You know what I mean? So, to me, you keep a goalkeeper in when he's on form.
Yeah, that's
because,
true.
you know, you don't want to bring a keeper in and then that keeper's a bit nervous and thinking, oh, I don't want to make a mistake today, and they do.
Just playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
I know you're playing devil's advocate. Alexander says, hey, Don Robbie, got a question for Ty. He's always calling everyone. Ty's not in it at the moment. He's on the sidelines. Right?
Been benched again.
He'll be back in. He's on the bench, but he will be back. He said they're always calling everyone a disgrace. Right? I wonder if he's an undercover Chelsea fan. Right?
Does he not see how he walks around head to toe Arsenal?
Definitely not an undercover.
Who said that? Who's that from, Robbie?
His name was Alexander.
You're a disgrace, Alexander.
Majid says free Martinelli. There's quite a few people. Brian says free Martinelli, but you can't drop Willian after the game he just had.
No.
So it's all right to say free, you know, but he came in and he done well, innit? You can't drop him, can you? I mean, I think you know, when the one thing I like to see, someone's on form.
Lacazette when he was scoring, he got
And Lacazette.
The Pepe one I do find a little strange, but then I guess
Save him, innit?
Saka, he's trying to get. I don't know.
Saka could have had just one more game break. Like, I don't know. Like, Pepe was just so hot the other night. Like,
Oh, was he
I
hot?
just
Yeah.
would not have dropped it.
We're talking football.
Yeah,
Big Tony says, just want to show my appreciation for Lee. Classically handsome man, knows his football.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have good, respectable opinion.
Thank you very much.
Right.
I love Tony, Big Tone. See you later, Big Tone.
And you guys said it, or you've all said it, Odegaard and Partey together. I'm excited to see that.
I think it's going to be good, yeah.
I'm excited to see that. I think, though, when I'm looking at that team, that's a team that's looking to be very progressive, very... It's not like last week, at the start of the game, we were all thinking, oh, man, it's going to be sideways. When you look at these players that are in there, you're thinking on the front foot, aren't you?
Robbie dance.
You know?
Sideways dance.
But you are thinking, innit?
Yeah.
You're thinking progressive football, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's exciting to see those two in. I'm really pleased, and it's a big game for Partey. You know, he had a lot of injuries. Really want to see what he comes up with.
Yeah.
The Callum Chambers one, it still surprises me though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shock, I've got to say. He always chucks a curveball in, doesn't he, old Mikel? He does, you know what I mean? He does it every time, and that's his one today. So,
well, Chambers is quite quick, yeah? And he's got the height, so is it to
Is he
combat
quick?
that?
But then, I think a classic
He
It's a good thing about the aerial thing.
The question is,
like, what
One
I
out
do
of two
like,
weren't
I'll be
bad,
honest,
you know
what I
what I mean?
like about this, looking at it on paper anyway, is he's setting it up with a game plan to counteract the opposition. So if that's why he hasn't included Pepe, and there's a reason, I get it. Let's see though, because you know.
Is it that, or is he putting the favouritism rumours to Bellerin?
Well,
to
it could be
because it's 2
that.
games now that he's dropped Bellerin.
We won't know until
It's
the
2
next
games
match,
now.
and if
And 2 different
Bellerin's
right
back
backs.
in, we won't
Thursday,
know.
Bellerin or Bellerina will be.
Does anyone in the audience know if
He'll be in.
Cedric's injured? Can anyone let us know?
It doesn't say. I mean, there's nothing to suggest he's
So
been
he's
injured,
rested
Maybe
him and
just
Bellerin.
completely rested. He has played a lot of games recently, Cedric, playing on the left, playing on the right. He's played a lot more games than what Bellerin has, hasn't he? So,
I just
but it's just the Chambers one. That's like out of the blue. I mean, Chambers did come on for a couple of minutes the other day, but.
I was just saying about Odegaard, if we've got him on the TV, we're never going to actually see him play, are we? Live.
Odegaard.
Well, he might stay. He might stay.
He might stay. He might stay.
Unless we sign him.
It's a bit freaky, that, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm going to run through the 2 teams one more time. And of course, as I said, don't forget your AFTV picks. You still got, what? about half an hour left, 45 minutes left to do them. Got to get them in before the start of kick-off. Chance to win a grand. So get involved. In goal for Burnley, Nick Pope, top keeper, Tarkowski, Taylor, Mee, Loughton, McNeil, Goodmanson, Brownhill, Westwood, Wood and Vidra. That's a very strong starting lineup. Barnes doesn't start, which is I don't see Barnes in the squad. He's normally the chief instigator for Burnley.
He's a disgrace. Tart says he's a disgrace.
Benson, Bardsley, Peacock, Farrell, Long, Peters, Dunn, Brady, Stevens and Rodriguez are on the bench for Burnley. And in the Arsenal team is Leno in goal, David Luiz, Callum Chambers, Tierney, Mari, Saka, Partey, Willian, Xhaka, Odegaard and Aubameyang, with a bench of Bellerin, Ceballos, Gabriel, Magalhaes,
just embarrassing.
Holding. I want a Brazilian person to just clarify this for us. You know what I mean? Because she's saying Magalhaes.
No, Magalhaes.
Please give me some confirmation of that, right? Holding, Mohamed El Neni, Lacazette, Ryan, Pepe, Gabriel Martinelli. It's two Gabriels there, right? So that is the bench. Strong bench, strong squad for Arsenal. I want to see Arsenal start with that intensity that they did the other day, and we can get the job done quickly. Match predictions, Lee.
I'm going to go 3-1 to the Arsenal tonight.
Helen.
2-1 Arsenal.
Kelechi.
3-1 Arsenal.
3-0.
Pippa.
Arsenal.
3-0. Pippa's confident today.
Positive today, like.
Pippa's 3-0. I'm not on clean sheets, no. I'm going to go 2-1.
Well,
2-1 Arsenal. It's always a tight game against Burnley, but listen, I hope it's 3-0. I hope it's 3-0.
I hope it's 5-0.
Take any of those, right? So as long as we win the game and we can go into that Olympiacos game with some real good vibes and really on a high. We're going to be back at about 12:15 for the watch along. It's Burnley versus Arsenal at Turf Moor. Big game today for the Arsenal.
We're going to do this. With the finger.
Every week on AFTV Picks, we give away £1,000. And all you've got to do is enter our free-to-play competition and go head-to-head with me, win it, and this could be yours. Get involved right now. Click the link in the description and you can play, and it's absolutely free. All you have to do is be over 18 and have some decent football knowledge. So what are you waiting for? Get involved now and you could win yourself £1,000.